Guys. Some of you are familiar faces to me. Some of you I have not seen before. Zach, how's it going? Keenan, thanks for having me. So I'll just kind of start a little bit about myself. And then I want to go ahead and just share my screen and kind of just show you a little bit about Learfield IMG College and Wolfpack Sports Properties specifically. So just a little bit about me. I am originally from Santa Rosa, California. So Northern California. Grew up there, actually moved to Truckee after high school, went to Sierra College in Truckee. Some of you know that as the Rockland campus is in, or Sierra College Rockland campus is kind of their main campus. So did the whole remote kind of campus in Truckee, was a ski bum for a couple of years and loved it, enjoyed it, learned a lot. And then obviously closest college to the ski town is Nevada. So I actually came up here to the University of Nevada in 2016, graduated from the College of Business in 2018, and loved it. I fell in love with the city, fell in love with Reno, and decided to stay up here after college, and originally got into financial services, tried that out for a couple of years, and then moved over, actually almost 2-year mark with Wolfpack Sports Properties up here in athletics. And I am enjoying it. I love it. I get to work with great corporate partners, meet a lot of people in the community, help a lot of people in the community. And it's been awesome. So I'll go ahead and share my screen just to give you guys a little bit more of a general overview of what I do and what my team does up here with athletics. Can you guys see this? Good, perfect. So Learfield IMG College specifically, let me get this started here. So what we do is we represent institutions, conferences, and arenas all across the country that look to us to manage their brand. So whether that's colleges, athletic departments specifically, we're actually involved with a lot of conferences such as Big Sky. Mountain West used to be one of Learfield properties, but things change in the world of multimedia rights. But conferences, colleges, campuses, we have campus teams as well to connect businesses across different campuses. But if you look to the left there's a map. We kind of own the space within the multimedia right industry, right? We're at over 200 universities and campuses. And our main goal here is clients first, right? So what we do is we go to businesses. We find out what their marketing objectives are, what their goals are to connect with our Wolfpack fans, for example, at a local basis. And we go ahead and build a specific sponsorship and marketing presentation and strategy to go ahead and connect that business or that brand with our loyal and passionate Wolfpack fans. So core values, right? I mean, a lot of businesses go off their core values. I personally own these core values. You know, I take a lot of heart in kind of following these. So build the team, grow the company, have fun, love and serve others. There's not a lot more to it. You know, the relationship piece to me is definitely something that goes a long way, specifically for the business that I'm in. So this is just kind of an overview on Learfield IMG College as a whole. So I'm going to skip this one. This is just kind of a short presentation for you guys. We build these just to kind of go ahead and let, you know, the community know what we do, right? So just kind of coming down to a local basis, Wolfpack Sports Properties, what we do, kind of like what I referred to a little bit earlier here. You can kind of see to the left to what we offer, right? So we go to these businesses, advocacy groups, anyone who's interested in connecting with our fan base, and we go ahead and build a specific plan for them, right? You know, what can we do to get you seen in venue, at sporting events? What can we do to get you engaged on social media, get your following up? Do you need to tell a story to our fans? Do you need to show your community support? What can we help you with? And what platforms can we use to help you achieve your goals? So this just breaks down a little bit of what we can offer different companies on a local basis. And not to go too over the top, but we do have a national sales team as well. And their specific duties are to do deals nationwide. For example, like Allstate. So if you look at any college Any college football game, you're going to see All-State on most of their field goal nets. And that's the kind of cool part of the business, right? You get to align those goals of All-State we're in good hands. So I like to kind of show the hands of the football going into the hands of the field goal net. So we get to come up with some great strategic ways to connect companies with kind of their goals and their taglines as well. And we work very closely with everyone in the athletics department as well. Marketing, ticketing, we're all one team. We're all, here for the same goal. So it's great to kind of collaborate with everyone else in the department to kind of end up at the same goal. So moving forward, the great thing about college athletics too is, and just the difference between what we do in college compared to professional sports, right? We're year-round activation, continuously growing fan base. So if you think about it, I'm an alumni. I follow the Wolfpack, obviously, because I work here, but I would still follow them even if I, was out of state. So you have this continuously growing fan base of alumni who are graduating, and then those students that are new and enrolling and coming into their university as well. So it's great to see the continuously growing fan base, the new fresh faces every year that become Wolfpack fans, moving forward. I don't know if any of you, you probably have another favorite sports team and a professional team and things like that. You follow them, right? And that's the cool thing about what we do is those brands follow those people as well. So it's always great to kind of see that growth. And then from the college sports side as well, you get the local and national TV presence. So connecting local TV audience as well as national TV audience to the brand. And then, the high discretionary of income as well. With the donors, collaborating with the donors kind of side, seeing that target market with them, as well as looking at corporate sponsors and connecting with our fans. There's that high value of fan that we can connect these brands to, which is always helpful. So just a cool slide. Our corporate office is in Dallas, Texas. So that's where our research analytical team is, and they provide us with some really cool statistics, really great feedback from, different universities, college sports fans in specific. So they kind of provide us with some great research on, percentages and showing how fans engage with college sports and college universities and athletics. So this is a cool slide I thought I'd just put in here. What did it say here? 53,000 plus Nevada alumni reside in Nevada. Great statistic. I think there's another one we have as well, just kind of showing throughout the United States of alumni. But this just shows you, it's people love staying in Nevada after they graduate, right? There's a lot of cool things going on here, and I'm excited to kind of see the city grow and be a part of Nevada athletics. And great to see these kind of statistics as we need them and need them in our research. So that's all I have for just the presentation. I did want to kind of leave this open forum, right? Ask me questions, things like that. So, and feel free to reach out to me on a separate note to connect. More than happy to just kind of learn about you and your business and connect from there. So I'll just kind of open it up for any questions.
Bryan, Spencer Lewis here. Are you guys starting to see an uptick after COVID-19? And I imagine obviously that had some impact because events just plummeted, so people don't see the value. But are things shifting the way they should be?
Yeah, they're getting there, right? There is a lot of, especially our conversations with current partners and moving forward, there's a lot of uncertainty on, how long is it going to take for us to go back to full capacity? What does that look like, getting people back in the fans? So, Learfield's been great to give us resources, give us trainings to kind of navigate those conversations. There was definitely some time there where we didn't know when we were going to be back, right? So I think the uncertainty was kind of a challenge for us. But I think there was a lot of, people that were being optimistic as well. I think a lot of people were saying, hey, I know when sports get back, I know when events get back, we're going to be so excited. We're going to be so on board because everyone's going to want to be a part of it. So I was, we were able to kind of use that as an advantage and kind of just explain to people, hey, this isn't forever. We'll get through this together. Let's work together on solutions that we can do for you right now. And then when things get back to normal, we'll make good on, what we kind of missed out on in previous years. So good question.
Hi, Bryan. We've never met before, but I too was born in Santa Rosa, California, so we share that.
Nice.
Shortly after we moved here, but cheers to you on that. What were you guys doing? I mean, what were some of the things? How did your business evolve during COVID? I think we all kind of had to make changes, and not just from where we were working, but like what else we did, what to do to maintain our pipelines or whatever in your respective industry. So I'm curious what sports came to a halt. What did you guys do?
Yeah, man, great question. So what we did was we've actually been working on some digital products as a company. It's actually called Fan 365. This is kind of our new digital digital ad space, we want to call it, right? So we were able to launch this product. It was kind of weird, like 2 weeks into COVID. I think we were going to launch it this year anyways, but basically we're using our proprietary fan base through people that visit our website, NevadaWolfPack.com, throughout the year. And we were able to go ahead and target banner ads to anyone who's visited our website in the past 2 or 3 years. So we had this database to where we went to some partners and said, hey, I understand that we can't engage fans in stadium this year. What do you think about kind of pushing or transitioning some of your assets to the digital side this year? Here's how it works. If it's not for you, we totally understand. We can always go ahead and push your partnership to next year. But we were able to kind of launch some great digital solutions for our partners, and get them engaged on social media and radio a little bit more. So the things that we could deliver on, we definitely tried to deliver on. But in some situations, businesses were hurting, and we definitely felt the empathy for it. And we were able to go ahead and just say, hey, let's pick this back up next year. We won't charge you for anything this year. Let's revisit this in a year. Let me know if you need anything in the meantime. But don't worry about payment. Let's get you, just survival mode. And then we'll go ahead and figure it out from there. So they gave us the tools to be successful, and I couldn't be happier than that, but it was definitely pretty challenging for sure.
Cool. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hey, sorry, Bryan. Another question, Bryan. Oh, go ahead.
Am I good?
Go ahead, Keenan.
Yeah, go ahead, Keenan.
Hey, Bryan. I was curious, what are some of the emerging industries in Northern Nevada that, you're starting to either prospect or have conversations with on the partnership side?
Yeah, man, great question. I mean, I think, especially with your business, we're always looking for that. I think, with kind of a change in a couple things, the solar space, the solar energy, the green energy, I think that's a really big opportunity, especially because you have all these new homes being developed, right? And any way to save money for people just getting into homes as first-time home buyers, investment properties. I mean, that's a great way, especially in the industry itself, just expanding. Solar energy has been a big one for us. I think that the tech industry is huge. You're going to see a lot of, we've seen a lot of tech companies move to Reno in the past couple of years. So I think the tech industry specifically is going to be a big category that I think will strive in Northern Nevada. And then the manufacturing. I mean, you see all these big companies come in, manufacturing facilities. I'll give you an example. Mary's Gone Crackers. I don't know if you guys have heard of that name at all, but they're in grocery stores. They're a corporate partner of ours. And fun fact, they have the largest organic cracker facility in the United States, and it's in Lemon Valley. So it's pretty cool, right? I mean, there's those manufacturing facilities come in like that are just kind of taking over the space. And I think those three, the energy, the tech, and the manufacturing, are going to kind of be the three main ones moving forward for sure.
Love it, man.
Thank you. Yeah.
I found out about Mary's Got Crackers through to a Learfield Sports ad during one of the Hoops games this past year, and personally threw them on my prospect list of like, that's in Lemon Valley. I had to get my way out there, but that was funny.
Love it. They're great people too. They let me tour the facility, and it is interesting. I'll tell you that. It's pretty cool to kind of see what they do and how much they produce up there. It's incredible.
Bryan, sorry, I had another question. I'm just kind of curious about the business structure of how you guys work. Are you essentially like a self-supporting budget, or are you fully UNR employees, or are you kind of like basically a corporate side spinoff to this? I don't know where you fall into where Wolfpack Sports Properties, because it seems to be a revenue generating model, which obviously kind of goes against the nonprofit side of a university. So
yeah, great question. So we classify ourselves as a partner of athletics, right? So what Learfield will do is come into the athletic department and negotiate a contract with the department to own the multimedia rights. So we go ahead and just basically come up to an agreement with the athletic department on what we're going to give them per year to own those multimedia rights. But specifically, we're employed by Learfield IMG College. And I won't get it too into it, but Learfield and IMG College used to be separate. They were both the powerhouses of college athletics when it comes to MMR, which is multimedia rights, and they merged. So now we kind of own that space. There is competitors, other companies that do go into athletic departments to purchase those multimedia rights and take over the multimedia rights, but that'll kind of just give you a general idea, right? We come into each department, we're a partner, we agree on a certain number that we give back to the athletic department, and then we go ahead and take those rights and generate revenue just on our side. So hopefully that makes sense.
I'd also add that they're not just a cash partner when different needs come up. Like when I was in my previous role, one of the things that we had worked on with Bryan's team is we were in Lawler Event Center needed a new scoreboard, and we didn't have the resources to do that. And so Learfield IMG stepped up as a value partner of ours and made that a reality. And some of you may have remember when that new scoreboard went in during the Muss years. But all that to be said, Bryan and his team are awesome. Great people, loved engaging with them when I was up there in athletics. And if you do have a business that's looking to get your word out, they do an incredible job. And as you can just see with this presentation, they really do invest incredible resources. Learfield IMG corporate does an incredible job of equipping them with the tools and resources they need. So my little spiel on Bryan and his team, you guys are awesome.
Appreciate you, Zach. We'll take you back anytime. I'll tell you that.
No, I'll echo Zach's words there. I mean, not only are they generating revenue and helping the university, but they're ambassadors of the community of the university, and we collaborate quite a bit and try to share best practices and ideas. And he's a huge asset to this community. So thanks for coming in and giving a presentation, my man.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me. Appreciate you.
Bryan, what kind of growth do you see in your company and industry, and do you guys plan on targeting any of the new students that are going to come out of the sports management program at UNR?
Yeah, man, that's something that I want to get involved with, right? And especially just kind of seeing what Zach's team's doing in the College of Business is the opportunity is there. It might not be on a local basis with Learfield, but we could look at opportunities at different colleges and maybe kind of get some kind of clear vision of what that looks like. We're a small team. So there's me, there's one other manager of business development. We have a coordinator and then a general manager. So as the property grows and as the revenue grows, we're able to add on more employees as the business gets bigger. But there also is opportunities nationwide, right? So that's something I've actually thought about specifically. But that's a great question. And that's something I'm going to probably be working on with Zach, hopefully in the near future. But yeah, that's a great question. And it's not just Learfield IMG College. What Zach said too about the video boards, we have companies like ANC, which is kind of in charge of those LED boards and things like that. We have Learfield Ticket Solutions, to where instead of having an in-house ticketing department, they'll go ahead and hire us to run the ticketing team instead. So there's different sides and different arms to Learfield IMG College as a whole. But there will be a lot of opportunities now that sports are coming back and things are getting back to normal. We're hiring a lot, and that'll be for years to come for sure. Anything else?
We've covered quite a bit. I really appreciate you coming on and describing what you do for the university. So thank you so much, Bryan.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me. I enjoyed it.
Yeah,
Good work,
absolutely.
Bryan.
Thanks, guys. Here, I'll stop sharing if I can. There you go.
All right, does anybody have any other questions?
Thanks a bunch, Bryan. Really appreciate the time. Well done.